everybody. It is Sunday, and I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Mine is like 2 thumbs up, and I'll tell you why. There was a hard situation that came up that I will tell you guys about, but first I gotta tell you the word, and God confirming it is awesome. So I still try to go to between pre-service prayer at Irondequoit Vineyard, and people will just wait on the Spirit for pictures. And I got a picture of Jesus, and he's got the cross, and he's carrying it, and all these other people keep coming up and trying to carry it with him, and so I just felt like he said, it is finished, and my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. And alright, here's the crazy thing. 2 other people during that time had almost very similar those pictures that they got as well, and also just that, just keep hearing my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And before I read you this, but so of course in the notes I have in today's devotional from last year, I just talk about, you just gave me the passage, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So literally last year I was just needing to hear that, and God showed it to me. So I love doing this devotional. So I'll tell you guys the hard thing. I found out, well, first of all, I was really sad that Connor was not able to come to church with me, and I won't go into all of the details, but I was especially bummed because this was going to be the only time that Juniper and Connor were going to have together. So I was like, oh, Lord, it would be great if she didn't even think about it or ask, and she didn't ask about Connor all day, which is good, so I didn't have to say, so I didn't get to see him this morning, but I was like, well, I'll see him 2 days anyway. Well, due to some circumstances, I'm no longer, Connor just not coming out with me, until the summer when we have it built into the custody agreement, certain weeks during the summer, just because of something with the dad. I won't get into the details. But at first I was just like, wow, that is like, it really sucks. But also it was going to be really hard because it would mean moving in with my parents sooner, which they were willing to do, but then I would have also not been able to do all the church things I do, like, being able to do the children's ministry and the prayer, and the women's group. So now at least I will have the opportunity and the ability to keep doing those things until he comes out later on. So it was just like, it was actually kind of a relief when I thought about it. But also getting this verse and this confirmation that God is telling me, like, he's the one carrying the heavy things. He's supposed to be the one carrying the burdens. So even that, I was able to lay that down, sorry, curtain, during the service and as I was reading this devotional of the day. So it was just crazy because I should have been really bummed out this morning, and I was a little bit, but it's like, but God knew all along what would happen, and he's so good. So now I'm going to read the great devotional. Oh, and before I forget, the song for today is going to be This is Amazing Grace, which was playing during worship at the church. And I'm already going to miss my church people so much, but, and that was another cool thing. We had a spaghetti lunch today at church, so me and Juniper got to hang out with a lot of people after church and just eat together, and so it was nice to be able to really say goodbye to those people, so that was just an added blessing. So now for the devotional, and the title of it is If Only There Were Mountains, and the verse is, teach me to number my days aright, that I may gain a heart of wisdom. Satisfy me in the morning with your unfailing love, that I may sing for joy and be glad all my days. If you would live in victory over the circumstances, great and small, that come to you each day, And if you want God's life and power to well up from the depths of your being, then you must refuse to be dominated by the seen and felt. You say, I could climb mountains if God asked me to. That would be a joy. But here I stand on this dreary seashore of my life, looking over this dreary backwash bay and a drearier shoreline, and beyond that inland, no mountains, nothing invigorating or inspiring, nothing hard enough to inspire anyone. The whole of my life is like that these days. Not hard, just dull. I would have chosen challenging over dull. A challenge that would make me want to achieve at any cost. It's this useless feeling that's so devastating. God says, have you looked up? Up? I see nothing but a mass of clouds overhead, that's all. And nothing beyond those clouds? Look again. Don't you see the hint of light among them, beyond them? Aren't the clouds themselves a marvel of controlled power, reminders of the pillars of cloud and fire? I must confess, my spiritual vision has failed. What with waiting so long upon my God? So long? You need to grow in patience, for after you have done the will of God, you must learn to wait to receive the full extent of His promise. It is written, as for me, when I am poor and feeling heavy, your help, O God, will lift me up. I wait patiently, trusting that you will lift me up. And it is also written, I will abide in patience and praise you more and more. So I ask, have you tried to face your life, those dull, dreary days, with the lifting power of praise? You must look steadfastly through the visible until the invisible opens up to you. And here's the prayer. Our Father, so often we get weighed down under the demands of our own life. Sometimes we see little purpose in the endless repetition of little duties. Jobs done today that need doing again tomorrow. What is it in the daily work that you have given us to do that is of eternal value to you? Lift our sights, Lord. Let us see today and each duty in this day as you see it. So that is your video. That is all I have to say, and I hope you guys are having a great Sunday too, and I will be doing videos again back in Rochester in 2 days. Oh, but I also had an amazing date with Juniper. We just had so much fun, and she fell asleep like immediately, and yeah, she kept me a little bit in bed. I know she's kind of famous for that, but it was just precious getting that really special time. And tomorrow night, since it's my last night here, I get to put her down for bed again, and I told her I would paint her fingernails because she saw that I got mine done, and so it'll be a fun girly thing before I have to leave. So anyway, I hope, yes, you guys are great, and I will talk when I have more to say.